What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Team Bankroll video. This is the Football League show. We're back. I am the big man on campus. He is Flash Watson. We're back after, a week or two off hiatus. We had the FA Cup, and we had some holidays as well. So, the unfortunate part is we filmed this on our own, so we have to send the video in. If no one's there to edit it, we're not able to put it out. So, Flash, we're back. New year, a lot of new storylines. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to you, big man. Yeah, I'm good. I'm looking forward, but this is where we have to start again. League One, League Two. There's so many players that have been on loan from Championship and Premier League clubs playing in League One, League Two that have now gone back to their parent clubs. And then obviously they'll try and sort themselves out over the next 3 weeks towards the end of January. So just tread carefully because we don't know who's going to be playing. So you have to be very, very careful. So, I'm going to be very skinny on League One and League Two for the next few weeks until I see what players are going to go to what clubs.
Obviously, there is some value, and we'll try to look for it. But as Flash said, League One and League Two, some of the big players, it's very important. It's very important that they're in there. So obviously, if you lose a player of high caliber, that team's not going to be necessarily as important. So we'll have to obviously keep a look at that. I'm actually Flash, and I don't know what you use, but there is a website called transfermarket.com. A lot of the time they'll put the the teams and when the player leaves and that kind of thing. So we'll try to get to that. But let's start out with the championship. Try to see what value we could find there. I'll start off with one, Flash. Get your opinion. This one's pretty straightforward to me. Nottingham Forest, 2.2 against Reading. As we know, Reading are very poor. They're one of the worst clubs in this league. They've given up 41 goals in the season. Really haven't played well at all, frankly. They just gave up 4 to Swansea. Couldn't beat QPR or Millwall. I really like Forest this week.
Yeah, they're not one. I've got 3 selections in the Championship this week, but I just cannot go with Forest only because I've got a few ticks and I've got a few minuses. The ticks are that they're playing for their manager. They've scored 4. I backed them against Leeds when they beat 10 men, but Leeds were the far better side with 10 men than Forest were with 11. Now, the negative. The manager is probably only 1 game away from getting the sack. So he has to keep winning. It's just one of those at the moment where everybody upstairs in the boardroom are just wanting him to get beat so that they can sack him. They wanted to sack him after the Leeds game, and they couldn't because the whole crowd was singing Aitor Karanka's name. The players played for him, and he was on the right side of a 4-2 victory. So there's a lot going on that's poisonous at Nottingham Forest at the moment.
What do you like this week, Flash?
I really like Leeds at home to Derby. I was really, really impressed with Leeds. They were down to 10 men. They got back in the game. They took the lead. I think they'd be far too mobile for Derby. Can't get Derby right, to be honest. I couldn't rely on them. But I think Leeds at around 5 to 6. That's like nearly 1.9 at home for the team that are leading. I really like Leeds on Friday night. I like West Brom.
Real quick, let me just comment there. Leeds, obviously great coaching matchup here, manager-wise. Bielsa against Lampard, be a terrific game. The thing with Leeds for a while, they were playing without certain players, Kamar Roof, guys like that. But everybody seemed to be back for them. I like where you're going here. What else do you have? West Brom, you said?
Yeah, I like West Brom at home to Norwich. Complete golfing class here. I've told you about Norwich. Norwich had like 10 or 11 games unbeaten, but they got away with it too often. I see West Brom here, and going on, I see West Brom probably being the side that we want to be with now till the end of the season. Just a little futures. I don't want to cloud the issue, but I think West Brom around 5. Around 6. I think that they're the team that you'd want to bet now to win the Championship. And my last one is Aston Villa away at Wigan. Again, a
Yeah,
massive gulf in the class of these two outfits. We know that obviously Tammy Abraham's gone back, but there's been other players that have been itching to get into this starting lineup. So I like Leeds, West Brom and Villa, and they're all around even money. I think it works out, and I've got one more to stick in, and it's a 16-1 4-timer. And that's all I'm going to do this week. I'm going to do 4 trebles and an acca. If one gets beat, I get more than my money back, but it's 16-1 for 4 that I'm doing.
Wigan's lost 6 games out of the last 7. The only result was a draw against Swansea at Wales. This team is not playing well. In danger of going down. I don't think they will, just because the teams below them are much worse. But Wigan is playing some terrible football right now. Villa looks like a great play. I like that one a lot at plus money. Flash, any other outrights you're looking at?
Not in the Championship, Mike. The Championship, I'm just going to stick with them 3 because of the value. I mean, you've got sort of 5 to 6, 6 or 2.1, 2.12, 1.9. I mean, they're tough games, but that's why you're getting the value, and you've just got to pick the right one. And I've gone with obviously 2 home sides and Villa, who should be miles too strong for Wigan.
Now, Flash, Villa's the best goal-scoring team in this league, 49 on the season. To be promoted, 4.5. Any thoughts?
Yeah, see, I'd rather revisit that one after I see what business they do in the transfer window, because their defense is going to let them down at some stages. I mean, their defense is so immobile. They're so slow. They're so old. I just have to wait and see if he brings in a little bit more experience or mobility to that back 4.
League One, obviously, Flash discussed some of the things to look out for. I will say, though, Flash, even though, even hearing that, I got one I'm going to take a shot with, all right? I'm going to go both teams to score, Sunderland, Luton, 1.8.
Well, you know that obviously the Luton manager has obviously just gone to Stoke. Nathan Jones has left Luton. Mick McCarthy's has just been given the manager's job on a temporary basis. He couldn't have a bigger. He's a North East lad. He's a big Newcastle man, so he'll want definitely to stick one over on his old side. I thought that Sunderland were massive value in this game, but I just kept my discipline and sort of steered away, because the other one in this league is Bradford are 6 away at Barnsley. They're away at Barnsley. I think that they could definitely do a number. I really do. Barnsley have been taking all before them at home, but the way that Bradford have been keeping clean sheets, they've been scoring goals. It's just too big a price, and it's a local derby, and it's a place where I have fond memories. I mean, I scored at Oakwell when Bradford won 1-0 to when the year we got promoted to the Premier League, and I scored 2 against Barnsley when we were 1-0 down with 5 minutes to go. So I've got fond memories of Bradford beating Barnsley, and so have the Bradford fans.
7.5 on that price, Flash, at Bet365 right now.
I wouldn't turn anyone against it, and again, that means you're obviously going to get plus for the double chance.
From a perspective of winning, losing, we were on them when they were losing. We were against them when they were losing. We've been on them now that they're winning. Great point, Flash. Flash knows Bradford well. I'm going to take a shot with a unit on them this week against Barnsley. I'm also going to go with Sunderland, Luton, both teams to score. Peterborough's interesting at home against Rochdale. I bet against Rochdale a lot. I think they're awful. They're a heinous defensive side. That's maybe something to keep your eye on at even money. Can Peterborough beat Rochdale at home? Surely. League Two, Flash.
You'd have thought so. I mean, Peterborough beat Chelsea last night. Chelsea under 21s or the under 23s. Peterborough beat them last night 3-1. So, I mean, that was a good. Not many teams beat the Chelsea lads from them lower leagues. So they score goals, and you've got to think that they're going to be too strong. And the good thing about Dara, who's the chairman of Peterborough, he'll be making it well aware of the players that are in that Peterborough side or Peterborough dressing room, that new players will be coming in this window. He wheels and deals better than anybody else in them lower divisions.
League Two, Flash. The only thing I have my eye on here, again, I'm treading lightly. It's hard to not take Lincoln against Swindon, but what do you like here?
One bet for me, Exeter at home to Morecambe.
Morecambe, yeah. It's very simple, not difficult. Morecambe suck. Exeter's been good as a favorite and as a dog. Anything on Lincoln, Swindon, Flash? 2.37 on Lincoln?
No, I just, again, the Lincoln, big effort last week. They were very good by all accounts at Goodison. They got beat 2-1, 2-0 down after 11 minutes, and they really stuck at it. And they were a better side in stages. I wouldn't go against it, but I just thought the Leeds, West Brom, Villa and Exeter was 16-1 for the four-timer. I'm just going to stick with that and just see if that pays off by showing a bit of discipline, because you know what it's like, because we have quite a vast knowledge and we have quite a lot of information that comes our way. You can start having too many.
Yeah, no, I get you on that. And that's where I think this week you got to, obviously we're coming back from FA Cup as well. So treading lightly is obviously the key to everything. For me, I'm going to take a shot with Lincoln. I've noticed in some of these leagues, taking a shot with these decent prices generally pays off. I'll agree with you on Exeter at home, the Morecambe, like that one. League One, we're going to rock with Flash mentioned really nothing that he really loved here. I'm going to go Sunderland and Luton, both teams to score. And I'm going to also agree with Flash. We'll take a small shot on Bradford City as well against Barnsley in the championship. Flash mentioned Leeds tomorrow evening against Derby. Also, Villa against Wigan. Any other ones, Flash, that you wanted to point out?
Yeah, big man, if you just went to League Two a minute, who are MK Dons away at? I thought MK Dons could get beat up.
Bury.
Yeah, I was so close to putting that in as my five-timer.
It's a long trip from MK Dons.
No, it's not really, because MK Dons is just below the Midlands, and obviously Bury's in Manchester.
Yeah, I always think MK Dons is near London more. Sorry.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, if you drew a straight line between London and Manchester, then I mean, listen, it's probably 45 minutes north of London on that angle. But remember, Manchester's only 2 hours north.
Yeah, so I guess it's not too bad as you think of it. So you kind of like
but I just
Bury.
I would definitely lean on Bury to be too strong physically for MK Dons, who are having a little mini wobble up, even though they continue to play well and they continue to stay around that top six.
I think in League Two there's going to be a lot of draws this week.
This is what I mean. You've just got to tread very carefully. Let's have a little look. And over the next couple of weeks, we'll start putting pieces of the jigsaw together. I mean, listen, I know that Southampton have just recalled 4 players from League 1 and 2. So let's just see where they go, see where the other Premiership reserves go to. So the young talent needs clubs. And some they'll have left one club and they'll go to a new club for a different style of football. And some of them might have played in League 2 up to Christmas, and now they'll go to a League 1 side.
Yep, you got to tread lightly, guys, as we've said. We got a couple bangers here. We'll hope to cash. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. We're back. Make sure you like and comment. Let us know who you're on as the Football League show is back. Flash, as always, thanks. We'll see you next week. Always appreciate you coming on. I am the big man on campus. We'll see you all next week as we continue to delve deeper and deeper into English football. Flash, thanks for coming on. Always appreciate it.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.